God is good all the time. He put a song of praise in the heart of mine. God is good all the time. Through the darkest night, His light will shine. God is good. God is good all the time. Hi everyone, it's me again, your favorite mental health advocate. My name is Temitayo Omosui, but you can call me Temi, you can call me T, and you can call me a combination of Temi T. I will answer you. If it is your first time coming across my YouTube channel, please can you subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification, like, share, and comment in the comment section. Today I'll be talking about the darkest moment. The darkest moment. This is a serious topic, a very serious topic, because it's a phase of time that things are not working out, a phase of time when you're lucky, a phase of time when things are not really working out the way you think it should, a phase of time when bad things are happening. And what could be a cause of darkest moment? The Before I go to the causes of darkest moment, I'll talk about the common things that happen. What are these bad things that can happen to you that can be like it's a darkest moment of your life? It could be that let me say, you loss of loved ones. You know, you lose someone this year, you lose another person in a couple of months, you lose another person, then it looks like, oh my goodness, what is happening? Like, bad news keep falling upon bad news, and this is a very serious topic, and um it's a very sad one, but I've come to just trust God that God will give some people hope, that you shouldn't give up on life. Another example of darkest moment is, you're processing something over and over again. For years, it's not clicking. Like you want to travel out of the country. Year one has gone, year two has gone, year three has gone, year four has gone. 5, 6, maybe even up to 10 years, nothing is working out. Or maybe you are trusting God for a better life, a good job opportunity, then you keep struggling. You've applied to several places, but they keep sending you fortunate messages. And it could be maybe sickness, like someone who is diagnosed of a terminal illness. Oh my goodness, it's not a good place to be at all. But this darkest moment, it's not time specific. It could be days, it could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years. And I'm telling you, the the bitter truth is that you are not the only one going through darkest moment. It's either everyone has gone through or everyone will still go through darkest moment. It's not a cause. And I'm sorry to be blunt about this. Everyone will go through that darkest moment that looks like, okay, your everyone your vision is already clouded with impossibility, is clouded with so many things. You can't even see the future ahead of you. You can't even see the possibility that lies ahead of you at all. So I would say that darkest moment is a phase of time that everyone would experience, or many people have experienced already. What are the causes of darkest moment? I will classify the causes into two. The causes that it's you that caused the experiences that, or the tragedy that is happening to you. And I also classify, on the other hand, that it could just be a phase of life that you can't control. It's beyond what you can control. For instance, if I classify the first one on the one hand as something that it's your fault, you caused it probably from your mistakes, from your disobedience, or from your stubbornness, you experience some certain things that you shouldn't be experiencing. But don't beat yourself too hard. You are not the only one that has made that mistake. Oh. That mistake that you are thinking about, that mistake that you know, that secret that that thing you've committed secretly that you know about, you are not the only one. If people start opening their hearts to you, you open your mouth like, ha, like Jesus. You understand what I mean? So don't beat yourself too hard because there's no mistakes that you've made that God can forgive you of. And the other hand about the causes of darkest moment is something that you cannot control, the death of your loved ones. You can't control it because the power of death does not lie in your hand. So it's not your fault, but it's just a phase of life that you can't just control. And sometimes you keep applying for a job, for a big opportunity. You keep doing that over and over again, but it's not coming forth because it's a phase of time, not because you did not apply for that job in the right way, you did not do your CV accurately. You just keep doing something over and over again, but it's not coming through. It's not happening. So it's not your fault. Honestly, it's just a phase of time. You know, if someone is diagnosed of terminal illness, it's not something you can control. It's your gene. You did not create your gene. You did not say, "Oh, I choose to have this gene. I choose to have this so gene." There are some terminal illnesses that it's just beyond your control. It wasn't your fault that you were being diagnosed of that. Maybe you are diagnosed of PCOS, although it's something that you can manage if it's not like it can be treated, but it's not your fault and you keep beating yourself too hard about some of these things that are beyond your control. I'm sorry about life situations that has hit many of us so hard. It's not a good place to be. The darkest moments of one's life is not a good place that one should stay long. And I will just beg someone today that is watching me that it's a phase of time that it will pass over. Either it is your fault, either it's not your fault. The most important thing is if it is your fault, just learn from it and develop the strength that you need to move forward. And now I'm going to talk about the mental health implication of going through your darkest moment. You know, I've mentioned at the early phase of I mean when I first did a video about this my channel, I said I'm going to focus everything about life. I'm going to link them up with mental health. I know a lot of people seems confused about mental health. Mental health. What do you understand by mental health? Mental health is an integral part of our general well-being. It's a state of complete physical and social well-being of an individual. So if anything about you being able to cope with activity of daily living is being jeopardized with, and I would say then your mental health is affected. Not like you heard that somebody is mad, in your head is, oh, mental health is about a mad person. Mental health is about someone with disability. It's not true. Mental health is the sum total of your total health. If you are not able, if something should happen to your physical health, if you are sick, it will affect your mental well-being as well. So if you're in your darkest moment, there's a way it affects with your ability to cope with your daily living, with your daily routine. Your darkest moment will make you withdraw away from the society, withdraw away from people that loves you, withdraw from people that truly care about you. And one of the implication of, or one of the type of mental illness that that can happen to you when you're experiencing your darkest moment is depression. What is depression? Depression is a low mood feeling, is feeling unhappy, and depression makes you pull away from things that you normally do that will make you happy. I wouldn't want you to Or I won't say I wouldn't want you. When you're going through your darkest moment, honestly, it's a tough moment. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to wail, wail. Everyone has gone through some very bitter, painful, sorrowful situation, but they have put or they had put through. But I will tell you the truth or the bitter truth about life is we chop breakfast. Sorry, I used that word, forgive me. If I say we all will chop breakfast, it's we would experience there's time for everything. Even Bible said there's time for everything. A time to a time to weep, a time to rejoice, a time to sow, a time to reap, a time to enjoy in plenty, a time of scarcity. It's just part of life that we cannot control. It's a phase of life that would pass over eventually. And that situation you are going through that seems like you are the worst person experiencing it, the truth is someone else is experiencing way bigger problems than you are than you're experiencing. So I'm begging you that you shouldn't give up on life. If the famous people that we are hearing about today are, if they had given up on life years ago, we won't be hearing anything good about them. It's either we'll say, oh, we'll be hearing about them in their grave. But we've heard a lot of people they've made it in life. But the honest truth is that do you think they've gone through life without having that painful experience, or you think that someone has just inherited one wealth, generational wealth from their forefathers, and because of that they don't even understand what pain means, they don't even understand what struggle means? It's not true. If people that you are looking out there looking so beautiful, looking so sophisticated should open their hearts to you, you open your mouth like, oh my goodness, so this person had experienced this. Don't beat yourself too hard. Don't beat yourself too hard. Life is in phases, and the time that you will rejoice, it's coming. It's just very, very close. I only pray that the temptation that is bigger than you, may you not experience it. And you see, you need to come off that depression. If you feel like you're in your darkest moment, you need people around you, genuine people. And if I say people, it could be family members, it could be a group of religious people, it could be a community, it could be a group of friends that you are used to. You just need to please speak up. Don't keep um don't keep silent about what you're going through. Sometimes in the process of sharing your mind, you get to hear some people also saying some things about themselves as well, and you're like, oh my goodness, so this person has seen hell, and look at how she is now. She has really done well for herself. But if the person had given up back then, there will not be any light to see. Oh, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And going forward in this channel, I told you I will be sharing you and sharing with you some good news. I'm still trying to get to know you better. I'm still trying to gather my audience. I'm still trying to build my channel. So I'm going to still tell you the good news I've got to share.